Hello, Cancer. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Mershinsky. Some of you may have been in a relationship in the past. For others of you, this could be a current relationship. For a small portion of you, this could be a situationship, and for the remaining, this could be a very strong connection energetically, but no one's really speaking up, and you know there's something special there. All right. You have some really challenging cards here. This is your person of interest, but because of the intensity of these cards, you also may be going through the same thing. Sorry, guys. All right. A lot of intense emotions and feelings here. This is slightly different than what usually comes up, actually. It's something that this person was not expecting to happen in their life, but things have changed, things have happened, and now they have to adjust accordingly. We have here, first card the strongest, boundaries. Boundaries are up. And then we have after that fear, followed by cycles, wild woman, surrender, embracing the shadow, opening. Then we have selfhood, followed by energy under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Cancer, the connection that I have with you is complicated for me. There are certain things that I want to do, where I want to move beyond where we are, but I am unable to. And therefore, I have put up these boundaries. These boundaries exist because it keeps me safe. I don't have to face the inevitable. I can keep my distance, and I can get away with anything. But also it gives me time to think, time to contemplate. One of the reasons why, the main reasons why I've put up my boundaries is because this relationship makes me feel very nervous. This nervousness that exists a long time ago, I was a person that was very confident, a lot of self-esteem, very secure. But then things changed. Now, there is a lack of security. There's insecurities. I'm no longer confident. Don't have any self-esteem left. In this connection now, I'm starting to feel very worthless. Unworthy of the connection that exists. I do feel that in this connection, you and I, it would be nice to move on, but there's certain things that I have said and done that prevent me now from moving forward. This fear, this anxiety, this paranoia that I have It keeps me frozen, and I'm unable to move forward. Because of this, I do feel that in this connection, it is time for me to talk about certain things that have been bothering me. There's a part of me in this situation where I obsess over you. I obsess over the connection itself. Things go in my mind over and over again. They come and go. They come and go. Certain actions that were taken. Certain memories that I have. Certain things that I ended up doing that I really shouldn't have done. These things that I've gone through with you, these are memories that I built. But even these memories that I built, they haunt me. They haunt me. And these memories themselves, they create fear inside of my mind, inside of my heart. I can't stop thinking constantly about the way I have deceived you. In this connection, there is deception. There was lies. There was even a bit of jealousy and competition. I was a person who told you only half the story. There are certain things, certain pieces of information that I just didn't tell you. I spoke the truth, but I didn't speak the entire truth. By me omitting and keeping something back, does that mean that I'm a liar? I have surrendered myself to you. I realize now that if you lead, I will follow. However, if you lead, and even if I follow, if I feel that I belong to you and you belong to me, what's the use? Because you don't know this. I've put up boundaries. There's no use for me feeling and showing you that I have surrendered when I can't even show you in real time, in real life, because I have put up boundaries. Because of this, and because of the way I feel, the paranoia, I now feel awkward. I find it difficult approaching you because of the way I've lied and the deceit, the deception, the suspicion that took place in this connection. I have to put up boundaries because now you have seen a part of me that was very dark. I want you to embrace that shadow side of me, even if you feel it's wrong, because that is who I am. It's a part of me. You have seen a side of me that was very impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive. There's certain things about me that sometimes just don't make sense to you, but they make sense to me. I am afraid and I fear and I'm paranoid that you will see this side of me. I don't know if you're going to accept me or not. I also feel that in this connection, now there's a sense of awkwardness. Things are very awkward. The environment is very uncomfortable. And I cannot be with you. And I know you cannot be with me. We can't talk properly because of the environment being uncomfortable, because of the situation being very awkward. It just doesn't feel right. It's not the same anymore. I obsess over the fact that I want to talk to you about certain things. Certain things that I've held and kept deep down inside of my heart. Not telling you what I truly feel, not showing you, not expressing to you. What I want to do is let you know how I truly feel, what I truly feel. By me expressing this to you, there's a certain conversation that can be open, and we could get to know each other more. But there are secrets that I've hidden deep down on the inside. In the darkness, they stay. But because of what happened, now I'm thinking it's important for me to open up. It's important for me to talk about this. I do feel that in this connection, there is this sense of selfhood. I see you now, that you've moved on. You're more self-sufficient, self-reliant, independent. You don't need me. You don't need anybody in your life. That's what it seems like to me. And because of this, I see that you are also quite defensive. Once bitten, twice as shy. I understand that. What I did to you has changed you as a person. For me, not in a good way. Yes, you have learnt what it's like to be with somebody like me, but you're more closed off now too. You're more guarded. And so I find it difficult approaching you. A long time ago, you were this enigma, wrapped in a blanket of mystery. I uncovered that. I discovered you, and I knew who you were. But things have changed. You are no longer the same. Now this is a new mystery, a new enigma. I do not know how to approach you anymore. You are no longer the same. And that's why I find it difficult to even communicate. That's why I feel awkward to even open up to you. Because you are different, you are no longer the same. Is it a bad thing? No, it's not. I know the reason why you changed is because of the things that I've done to you and the way that I treated you. It was inevitable. You did what you had to do in order to make things right for you and in your life. I just find it difficult now moving forward. This is now a fire that has been extinguished for a very long time. I do not know how to ignite it. Overall, I feel this energy and this connection where you have the ability of putting all of my chakra centers to work. I feel that in this connection you are that person who makes me feel whole, alive, refreshed. I feel at one with myself and even with the universe. I see these things and I experience these things from you and through you. For now, though, despite all of this, all of these feelings that I have, I do keep up my distance. I keep that up. Those boundaries are still there. But the reason why is because of me feeling paranoid and nervous because of what I have done and because of the awkwardness in this connection. I feel uncomfortable reaching out. All right. Cancer. You got here 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that are a bit on the dark side. Not so great. This is for some of you cross watchers, this could be you. Cancer, because of the intensity of these cards, this could also be resonating with you as well. So there's a whole lot of things happening here. There's somebody that really wants to be in this connection, and there's fear. There's anxiety. Because somebody here wasn't so truthful. On top of that, we have here embracing that shadow side, wanting to know what really is going on, what's really happening. We have here opening as well, wanting to open up. So this is a good thing. This person wants to talk to you. They want to open up. They want to tell you how they're feeling. The only problem is that sense of awkwardness and that sense of you looking and appearing as if you have moved on. This actually doesn't necessarily mean that you have moved on, but to them it seems as if you are somebody who has moved on, as if you are somebody who has this aura from their point of view that you are single and ready to mingle. You may not be like this, but to them, that's scary and that intimidates them. It makes them feel worthless and unworthy because now they don't even know how to connect with you. Do I see heartache and pain here? No. But I do see a whole lot of nervousness. I do think that in this connection, maybe in the coming cards, there may be some type of grief. In all honesty, there should be, so that people can move on from the same kind of boundaries and fear that they have. It's important to move forward and not be stuck in that mindset. Okay, let's have a look. We have here fortune. So, then we have the 4 of arrows. Not bad at all. That's pretty good, actually. So we have here a situation where these cards I read in the reverse, for those of you who are new, and for those of you who may have had a lack of closure. There may have been ghosting involved in this connection. Maybe somebody ghosted you. You used to communicate more before, and now it's very rare. Maybe once in a while they will message you or something like that. This is for those of you where this person may have just faded, or they are just simply breadcrumbing you. So these are things that were the reasons. Okay, these are the reasons. It's not just limited to 2. But this is something that was going on in their mind in the past. So with this deck, I go into the past a little bit. The first set of cards that you had, those are the current state of feelings and emotions that they have. So this is in the past, and the ones that I just read before, that is current. These I read in the reverse, so let's have a look. All right. We have a situation here where this person started to feel uncomfortable with their feelings. And they also felt disappointment and experiences with chance, disappointing experiences with chance, with fate, destiny, fortune, feeling ignored by fortune, feeling ignored by the universe. When will it be my turn? So we have here a situation where they're talking about chance, fate, expansion, and prosperity. This person felt at some point in time that there was no sense of chance, there was no fate, there was no expansion, and there is not going to be prosperity in this connection. They were very negative. That's the reason why. They thought it's not going to happen because it's never happened before, and it can't be possible that the universe actually has got my back. They feel that the universe is against them. So when the universe is against them, it's because they feel that so many things that they've done in their life, they have not come to fruition. Not a lot of the hard work that they've put in, any type of work that they've done, they don't feel that they've had a really good result. And that becomes a problem because if it happens once, happens twice, it happens so many times, a person really starts to believe, oh, that's just my luck. And that's how they feel. This was supposed to extinguish. It's been on for quite some time. That's not a sign right now. So this person felt, nope, that's too good for me. That's not going to happen. That never happens in my life. And that's why this person was very negative. They were very pessimistic there. We have here the Four of Arrows. The Four of Arrows here, this is a really important card because this really will show you what was going on deep down in their heart and their mind. This talks about healing, introspection, and isolation. Time was needed to heal or rest. Peace was needed after emotional disappointment. They needed to detach from the everyday world to regain balance. Now, this can also be, Cancer, because of the boundaries card that you had. This is very much like a hermit mode. So this person has put up their boundaries, but what are they doing in the meantime? They're healing. They were detached from the everyday world to regain balance. They had enforced themselves into isolation, forced themselves into loneliness, and they needed a more detached view of problems in order to heal and to have a better perspective on the situation. So peace after emotional disappointment. They just felt that in this connection, there's certain things that just didn't turn out their way. It's like they had a plan. However, the plan was not going according to what they had envisioned. And because of that, they needed to take a step back. In addition to that, they also had this problem too, where they felt that the universe is not working for them or with them. The universe is working against them. And that's pretty huge because then you lose part of the battle right there. When you're not feeling optimistic, when you've lost all hope, then the negative energies come in and they make sure it happens. That's why even your thoughts resonate a frequency around you. And they attract either positive or negative. So this person has this, this situation that they're in where they're healing. And there's a sense of loneliness, introspection, isolation. This is actually the reason why they have that boundaries card up still. And if you're wondering, is it because they hate me? No, they don't. It's because they need to figure out their own stuff. They don't believe that life can be this great. They don't believe that they deserve somebody as good as you. Worthless. Remember, you have the fear card, right? Worthless and feeling unworthy. You deserve someone better. That's what they feel. You don't deserve somebody as terrible as them. They feel terrible for what they've done, for what has happened, and they don't even know why. Sometimes we have a great thing going on and we make mistakes in between, and we end up realizing that, that was me. Everything was fine, but it's how I was viewing the situation. This person now realizes that it was them viewing the situation in that way. You could have been completely positive in this relationship, this situationship. Things could have been going very well. But because of the way this person felt, they thought that if it happens to them, they thought if they feel like this, then the whole world feels like this. And the whole world is like this. That is their world. That's what they've seen. That's what they know. That's what they've experienced. And that's why they're projecting that onto this relationship. All right. Let's have a look. Oh boy, oh boy. Who's this? Page. Page of Cups. And we have another one here. Oh my gosh. So good. 10 of Cups. Very nice. Very nice. So these cards, the Star, oh my God, we're on a roll here. I don't want to jinx it. These are any actions, any plans, any intentions that your person of interest has. towards you. Not bad, guys. The Fool card. Very nice. You had here another card that was a peekaboo card. 8 of Cups. And the 5 of Swords. Oh yeah, definitely. So you remember you had the selfhood card earlier, I believe over here. With the selfhood card in the same deck in the first deck, you also had the fear card. Now, because you had those 2 cards, there is a fear that you are going to be someone who's a hotsy-totsy and you're going to get a whole lot of attention, a whole lot of suitors. That person is afraid of that. Yep, they feel intimidated. And so what are they going to do? First, they are trying by hook or by crook to gain your favor. Whatever competition there is, they're going to try to beat the competition. Here, there's this individual, 2 people that are sulking in the back. This person's grabbed onto their swords. This person's victorious. This is how they feel when it comes to you. They want to be victorious and captivate you. They want to capture your heart. Now, how are they going to address you? We have the Page. A page is a page, is a page. We have here a situation where this person is immature or they are very inexperienced. That's one of the 2. Your person of interest, they do know what they want. The 10 of Cups, absolutely perfect card. Star, absolutely perfect card. And then we have the Fool. We also have the 8 of Cups. With the Page of Cups, this person is going to reach out to you and make an offer. This offer may not be so bold because it's coming from a page. Maybe a little bit shy, a little sheepish, not so bold. However, the gesture is what will make this connection move forward because at the very least they have tried. And also they don't want to be very dominating and very aggressive as a king, as an emperor. They don't want that. They want to be that person that can come back into your life or just come into your life and start it very slow and steady, very light and fluffy. It's like a very youthful type of energy that I'm getting from this person. They're very, I don't want to use the word innocent, but there's certain things, wit and wisdom. Okay, there it is. I see that in my mind's eye. They lack wit and wisdom. That's the part of them that's a little naive, and that's why a part of them sometimes seems a little cute, even though you may totally be angry with this person. We also have here 10 of Cups, perfect. This person is envisioning that you will be together, you will have prosperity, growth, you will have a home, maybe even children, fur babies, pets, plants, and they see a future with you. Now, right after that, we have the Star card. This person may have started to notice that you are somebody who they're destined to be with. Here we have the female, and she has a jug there, a jug here. Jug here is creating a little pond with all the water that's coming out. Here we have another jug, and there's a stream. Eventually, the stream moves into and joins this pond. This pond is you. The stream is this person eventually reaching and being with you. That is fate and destiny, fortune right there. So yes, Crosswatcher, don't worry about it. It does appear that you are going to have what it is that you want in this connection because fate and destiny is actually bringing the both of you guys together. For some of you, if you're already resonating with the majority of this, then most likely this is going to come true. If you're not, most likely it's not for you then. They also feel that you are the master of your trade. Whatever type of field of work that you're in, you're really good at it. Maybe you're even famous in a way. We also have right after that another major arcana, the Fool. Be careful with this one. The Fool does indicate that they are ready to take a leap of faith. The problem is you have to be careful because this is somebody that takes action first and thinks later. This is somebody who is still very immature. They may be very inexperienced. They lack wit and wisdom. And therefore, the connection may finish as soon as it had just started. You don't want that. With this person, Cancer, you are going to have to lead. Sorry. I believe you guys had the surrender card. Maybe I might be mistaken. I think it was on this side. But I am seeing the surrender card in my mind's eye right now. So there's a part of this individual where they feel they have surrendered to you, and they are actually allowing you to be the leader in this connection. So you lead and they will follow. That is why you have the Page. That's why you have the Fool. Very young and youthful kind of energy. This is somebody that wants you to lead and they will follow, which means you also have to keep a certain speed. Let's not rush into it. Take it slow. This person with the Four of Arrows that you had before, this person now has here the Eight of Cups. They just want to move on. They want to be in a better place. They want to find this spiritual side of them as well. They feel that in this connection, so much has happened that it's just time for them to move on into a better world, calmer times, happier times. And that is what they want right here. This is all the happiness that they desire. So this is something that's underlying, and they may find it difficult to actually move on, but they're going to try their best to move on from the situation that they find themselves stuck in. These are really beautiful cards, guys. It's a win-win situation. Just keep in mind, yes, this person's in love with you, okay? Yes, they're going to come back into your life. They are going to message you, but remember that this time round, you be the one that sets the pace. And gradually, they will grow from a page to a knight to a king. And even the Queen in between. All right. Now, let's have a look at Archangel answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right, we have here take action, then we have no. Interesting. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Take action, no. Communicate clearly, if you believe. Reconsider. Ask your angels. Improving health. Yikes. Then we have here unlikely. Okay, this is a situation now where things are a little different than what you may have been expecting. So we have here question. These messages, by the way, are, I think I mentioned this, brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Now, Cancer, they're saying here no, with an exclamation mark, no, don't take any action. Don't take any action, not right now. It's important for you to communicate clearly when this person re-enters your life. Or when they enter your life, communicate clearly. Let them know what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with. If there's certain things that were on your mind, let them know. But the important thing is, when you do let them know, make sure that you are in a position where you can tell them just a few things, not to lose them in the details. 4 to 5 points. Short and sweet. Otherwise, they will get lost in the details. So it is important here to communicate and to communicate clearly. They are saying here, if you believe, then certain things will occur the way that you want them to. However, they are also saying, reconsider your actions, your words, anything that you were going to say and do. Think about it twice. Here we have the 3 of them. This is simply right under the both of them. So take action. No, don't take action. Reconsider what it is that you're going to do when you're specifically going to be taking those actions. We also have here, ask your angels. Ask your angels. The answers that you're going to get is going to make you reconsider what actions you are going to take. Okay? So how I ask my angels, our angels, I simply pray to the Christ consciousness, that is Jesus. From there, I get in my mind's eye, in my heart, I get to his Father, the source, the light, the holy light of God. From there, I ask him for permission. Please send down your angels. I list the angels. This is Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. There are other angels, but those are the 4 main that I work with. And you give those angels permission as well. Within a split second, you'll be in that energy. It's very much like I've mentioned before, like a Wi-Fi connection. The stronger the connection, the stronger and faster the download and upload. That's how it works. At least that works for me now. And we also have here improving health. It is the last card, but it also talks about not to forget. By the way, your health is very important. Health is wealth. Health is happiness. You need to make sure that everything that has happened in this connection that has happened before, it does not repeat. Remember, you're dealing with a fool, the Fool card, right? And a Page. You're dealing with somebody that may not actually learn from their mistakes. They have, again, I'm seeing the words wit and wisdom, a lack of wit and wisdom. So there is going to be improving health in the coming future, which is perfect. That's great. However, it is important for you to take a step back from this connection and focus on yourself solely. You need to take care of yourself and let everything flow as it will on its own time. Here, the overall arching theme is unlikely. There is something, either a fantasy, a plan, something that you have thought of or wished for. It's going to work out in your favor, but it's not going to work out the way that you thought. So it's unlikely going to be the way that you had planned or envisioned. So with this card, I would say expect the unexpected. But don't dwell on it too much, because it will happen when it happens. What I'm seeing here mostly is 2 things. Actually, 3 things. Communicate. Think about the things you want to talk about. Concentrate on, I'm getting the word methodology. Okay, maybe your methods are different of praying as well as meditation. So here, do pray, do meditate, and get the answers that you need, because you will get them intuitively. But also, in addition to these 2 items, you need to take care of your health too. That's what they're saying here. Improved health. It will start to improve. And of course, the overall arching theme, expect the unexpected. It's interesting, you're reading, because in the beginning there's just so much drama. And then the second last one I just did, there's a lot of hope, right? But it doesn't come easy. You need to be careful sometimes with who you're dealing with and what the speed is. You're dealing with somebody who's a Page, somebody who's in the energy of the Fool. It's very youthful, vibrant, impulsive, compulsive even. You need to tame this person a little bit. Tame them. And eventually, that rocky roller coaster, you'll both be able to sail, literally, on the same level, the same frequency, same vibration. Everything will be the same. However, this person needs to accommodate you and be on the path that you are on if you want this to actually work. Most likely, I do see that happening because they are willing to reach out to you. They're willing to take that leap of faith. Cancer, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance. Please forgive me. I do have a little bit of congestion today, once again. Also, for those of you who are new, have a look at my other channel, which is Asnointia Audio. That's on YouTube. Those videos are absolutely free. I have some videos on relationships. and advice, and also some on spiritual connections. One of them is also on negative energies. Hopefully those videos will also provide you with some insight and some clarity, perhaps on one of the situations that you may be in. It'll be helpful. All right. You all take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys again. Bye now.